Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our latest edition of Coast to Coast. This is where we feature some of our favorite brokers in our network that we've known for years, and we get to highlight their area of sales and their marketplace. So today we have Lydia Wiley. We actually go pretty far back. She used to be licensed in Chicago. My favorite memory with Lydia is we were doing a transaction together, and I found out the sex of my first child, Sienna, and she was the first person to know. Hush, hush. I don't even know if my husband knows that. I have a warm memory of Lydia. So, Lydia, welcome. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
joining us.
Lee. I was
Yeah,
so excited to hear from you. It's been like over 10 years. It's like no time has passed.
I know, right? I'm so excited to be able to chat about your marketplace. So now
Yeah.
Lydia is in Traverse City. She's from Traverse
Yep.
City. She's moved back home. So tell me more because I hate to admit, and living in the Midwest, and I've never been to Traverse City, and I want to. So I want to know all these answers to these questions as well. So tell me what your marketplace is like. Is it a small Chicago? Is it like you're on vacation year round? What does your marketplace feel like in living there? And what is Traverse City known for?
Traverse City feels like Lincoln Park, or it feels like Lakeview. Everything is very condensed. It's next to the water. It's very walkable. There is a lot of seasonality to it. So we have so many people that come here in the summer, and the fall too. The
Neat.
winter months are very cold, but we do have skiing. We have hiking. People are really health conscious. People are like to get outside. People from all over the US sort of started discovering it during COVID. It really gained in popularity. Our real estate hasn't really slowed down in appreciation since then. Lakefront is we have tons of like beautiful beaches, beautiful lakes here, and those homes fly. Those homes are they don't last on the market long.
So you can have a lakefront home.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people from Chicago or people from like the East Coast or West Coast look at what they can buy for 3 million on Lake Michigan, like in Chicago versus
Right.
the Hamptons versus LA versus Lake Tahoe. And what they can buy for 3 million here is astounding to them. It's
Right.
beautiful sugar sand beaches, it's clean, clear water,
I love that.
really cute little towns. We have a great food scene.
I was going to ask that. Do you have good restaurants?
A lot of people from Chicago and Detroit, a lot of chefs have opened up restaurants here. So, I mean, these have been like nominated for James Beard and Michelin stars. And
And tell me about schools. How are schools?
the public school system is great. I went through the public school system myself, and my kids are doing the same. It's fantastic. There are a couple different preferred locations where you get people think there's a little bit better of an elementary school, but aside from that, there's two high schools, two private high schools, a Catholic and a Christian school. But our sports teams are good.
And so have you noticed a change since you've been back and from growing up? Like the population increasing, obviously values have increased. What have you seen change over there in the last few years?
It was like a big part in me deciding to move back and like stay in Traverse City versus going back to Chicago after COVID. I saw that it had grown and it was going to just keep growing. I saw momentum and I saw it was like the progressiveness of like this area. It's amazing. After COVID, especially people being able to work from here, it just keeps growing and we're getting a ton of young professionals, which is huge because we've always been a retirement community. People
Yes.
have retired here for many, many, many decades. Now we have the young families moving in, which is wonderful.
So where are most of the young families coming in and what are they doing for their profession? Are they working locally in the hospitals and retail and hospitality, or are they working remote to like a Detroit or Chicago?
I would say most people moving here do work remotely. They have like corporate jobs, and we have Traverse City Capital Airport, or the Cherry Capital Airport is like 10 minutes from downtown Traverse City, and it has multiple direct flights each day. It's really easy to get anywhere from Traverse City. So it's a 45-minute flight to Chicago. And I mean,
That's
there's
great.
like 10 flights a day to Chicago from Delta, American, United. People, if you're a consultant or if you're
Right.
working for a big corporation, really anywhere, it's very commutable. And we have a hospital and we have a couple of big insurance agencies here and a lot of small business owners because we don't have like huge corporations here. So we don't have like a GMC, we don't have a Boeing, we don't have like these big
Right.
big names. This is a smaller town, so I think a lot of people are a little bit more scrappy and they're a little bit more entrepreneurial. So a lot of people will own their own business. We have a lot of small boutiques. We have a lot of great restaurants. Our small business community is amazing.
Incredible. What about like culture, arts? Chicagoans love our culture. We have great theater. We got great
Mhm.
music. Do you have concerts and theater and plays and such?
Yep, we have the Traverse City Opera House. We have the Traverse City Philharmonic and their an orchestra. Let's see, we have the Traverse City the Cherry Festival, and this was our 100th year of the
Wow.
National Cherry Festival. But they pull in really big names for concerts every night. And then we have the Interlochen Arts Academy, which is like a world-renowned boarding school
Oh,
for kids in the arts.
I didn't know
So
that. That's great.
yeah, and that's right, right outside Traverse City. And, it's very old. People have been coming here for generations.
I love that. So
Mhm.
tell me, are the majority of your clients, is it split 50% second home, 50% are staying there full time? Or what would you say is the majority of your clients?
I will say, I bet it is 50-50 now. It used to be, I would say more primary homes, and now I'm getting a lot of vacation. A lot of the lakefront home owners are here 6 months out of the year. They're here
Okay.
during the nice months, and then occasionally they'll fly back in, for a week or two in December, but they live, they're in Florida,
Florida.
or they're in Arizona or
Right.
Texas. Um, they're in the warmer climates most of the winter. I do a lot of like waterfront homes. I've been working on a lot of downtown Traverse City development. So we're converting a couple of former office buildings into high-end residential real estate. That's been a blast.
So there is a good like condo market as well, in addition to single family homes?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I think people like the idea of parking their car and being able to walk everywhere and not having to get their car out. That's becoming a more popular lifestyle in general, just like across the US. People don't want tons of maintenance, especially people that are only here a portion of the year.
So what advice would you give a Chicagoan who is thinking of buying a home in Traverse City? What would your advice to them be?
I would reach out to an agent early and kind of familiarize yourself with the lakes because there's a few different bodies of water that determine the lifestyle that you're going to have. So if you want to be swimming a lot, if you want to be on a boat, if you want to be water skiing, that's probably a more inland lake that warms up earlier in the year and is calmer. But if you want a little bit more privacy and you want beautiful sunsets and boating and water skiing, all that isn't as important. You might want to be on Lake Michigan. The water's more of like a neighbor, a beautiful view versus something that you use all the time.
Right, makes sense.
Lots of different lakes. So to narrow down like what kind of lifestyle
Right.
you're after, that's a good place to start.
I love that. And so if you go on one of the smaller lakes, do you have walkability on any of them, or is it mainly if you're on Lake Michigan and you live close to downtown?
If you're downtown Traverse City, you can walk to restaurants, you can walk places. But if you're on an inland lake or outside of the city, you're kind of getting in your car for everything.
Okay.
You can boat to little restaurants, you can boat downtown, you can take day trips, but the only place to really walk is if you're downtown.
I mean, you're making it sound idyllic. It sounds almost like a Hallmark town, like the Hallmark movies.
Yeah, I would say like before, like growing up here, it was very much Hallmark Town. There wasn't a lot of development. Everything was like it was very slow paced. But I mean, happily, it's grown.
That's great.
I'm excited for like where we're heading.
That's great. I love that. So now for the fun part. We go to like some fun rapid fire questions. If you were not a realtor, what would you be doing?
I love I love interior design, so I think I'd be helping clients with their house needs. If I couldn't do real estate and someone said you can't do it, I would try to find a real estate adjacent career, and
I
I think
love,
it might be in the design field.
I love that. I love a real estate adjacent career. Okay. And what is your favorite vacation spot that is easy to get to from Traverse City? Like it's a quick trip or, something that's easy to travel to. What is your favorite travel spot?
I do enjoy going to Arizona because it's so different than Traverse City. It has no water.
Right?
there's no humidity, and like there are mountains, and it's the exact opposite of here. Like here, it's, fairly flat. We have rolling hills, but I think the contrast and
Yes.
the colors out west and in the desert is like so refreshing sometimes. It's super warm.
Midwesterners, we love to go somewhere warm whenever we can. Well, thank you for your time. I'm so thankful we were able to chat about your marketplace and what you've been up to lately. So, for everyone out there who has ever considered Traverse City, wants to learn a little bit more, or the next time you're there and you want to take a look at some homes, please reach out to Lydia. She is amazing, and we will make sure we share her contact information below. And we hope everyone is having a wonderful day.
Thanks, Julie. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.